You know, I was told that, bro, you gotta stop starting the show off with yo. So you know what? Smoke break. Yeah. How the fuck start the show off like that? But yo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. If you new, yo, if you enjoy this shit, like it, subscribe to the channel, share the video. I appreciate you if you do that. If you coming back to the channel, I appreciate you for coming back, man. You could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to be here with me, and I appreciate y'all for that. So, yo, somebody told me, yo, one of my homies told me when I was talking to him about the show and he was listening to some of the shits, he was like, bro, I like what you saying and shit. He was like, but you don't really be hyped like them, like some people be. I was like, what you talking about? He said, you know, like some of them white boys be like real crazy. That's how they get all their views and shit. I was like, oh nah, I can't be doing all that. I was like, I can't introduce these people to a vibe that I'm not gonna maintain, bro. I said it's just not gonna happen, bro. I'm not finna be yelling and rah rah. Now I might get hype about some shit here and there, and I'm definitely not trying to be cool and shit like that. But I gotta be able to articulate myself, bro, and be myself at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I be high as hell, so it's no shot you got of me getting on here and just yelling and doing a bunch of that, all that crazy shit. That's down the line when we got other co-hosts and shit like that. But anyways, yo, yo, yo. Another Sunday, another NFL Sunday, bro. Now I watched Baltimore didn't play tonight. I mean today. Well, tonight or today. They play tomorrow night, Monday night, against the Colts. The game that I decided to watch today was the Browns and the Chargers, and it's crazy because I was gonna watch Dallas Cowboys only because I wanted to check out my boy Zeke and Dak. But I'm glad I didn't end up watching that bullshit ass game, bro. That was a blowout. The Cowboys put in work. Prayers up for Daniel Jones. He got hurt. Somebody tweeted, Mike Glenn, Cam Newton really a free agent out here, while Mike Glennon out here throwing pit sixes for a career. I think it was Junior Gillette or Gillette. Either way, the Cowboys stomped the Giants today. Saquon got hurt too. It's crazy that man's ankle got fucked up. I was in the store the other day and there was this woman standing in front of me who had an ankle the size of a fucking damn near half. Man, that bit was huge, bruh. I can't even think of what would be that, because it was bigger than a baseball, but it wasn't as big as a basketball. But that shit was huge, and I was like, yo, I think something wrong with her ankle. But she was just chilling like it wasn't nothing wrong with her ankle. So I was like, shit, maybe it ain't nothing wrong with her ankle. Then I'm looking at Saquon's ankle, and I'm like, well, shit, his ankle looked just like hers did the other day. So shout out, prayers up to Saquon, man. Hope he get healthy, bro. Him and Daniel Jones. But Giants got their ass beat today. But the game, yo, I was watching two games. I watched that motherfucking Packers Bengals game, bro. Listen, I said on the other show the other day, I was like, yo, this gonna be an interesting game for the Bengals to see if they're legit. The Bengals legit. The Bengals legit. Jamar Chase legit. Joey Burrow. Now Joey Burrow made a couple dumbass mistakes. A big dumbass mistake in overtime where he just, I don't know who the fuck he was throwing it to, but he threw just an idiotic pick. But thank God Mason Crossbar missed another field goal kick. That's the story, bro. These dudes missed so many kicks in this game. Yo, the Bengals hit a kick. The Bengals missed a kick that the kicker then was celebrating like they made it, and the dude pointed to the thing when he saw that the refs was saying not he didn't make it, like he was confused. And I'm looking at that shit like, bro, how the fuck you thought that went in just because it hit the flag? That shit clearly did, man. These dudes, like I said before, bro, they get paid to do one job, kick the ball, and they can't even do that, bro. It's, every week I'm reminded of why I'm so happy Justin Tucker is a Baltimore Raven, bro. Shit wild, bro. But the Bengals defense, bro. Now listen, the Bengals. I mean, you could say either team could have lost this because of their field goal kickers, but the Bengals overall look good in this game, bro. They offense looked good in this game. Jamar Chase is stud, bro. He had a couple catches. He had a couple catches in this game that was fucking sick. One on the side, one on the sideline. Then he had one where he about dropped it, bobbled it, turned back around, Focus, 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 and caught that bit. That shit was crazy. I thought the Bengals was gonna win this shit, bro. I really did. That's how good they played. It's just stupid mistakes here and there that you just can't make, and then the kicker not making his kicks and shit. That shit was crazy. Then Aaron, bro, to end the game and shit, Aaron Rodgers hit. Let me tell you what's crazy. When I thought that the Packers was finna walk down the field to win it, Aaron Rodgers hit his one throw to get Mason crossbar in position. Yo, Devontae Adams made such a clean fucking grab with his hands. That's how you know that motherfucker can catch. Hands extended, caught that bit, and then turned upfield and went, bruh. That shit was sick. If you ain't see it, you gotta go see that play. That shit was sick. The Packers ultimately ended up winning that game though because of all the missed field goals. Mason Crosby finally hit the one that won them the game. It seemed like every win, Aaron Rodgers is so elated, bro, like it's a playoff game or something. That motherfucker leaving at the end of the season, bro. That's the only way he would be acting like this, bro. He cherishing all these games because he know I ain't gonna be in the bit next year. But listen, bro, the game of the day for me, bro. The game of the day for multiple reasons. Well, it was really two. Because I just got done looking at that long ass Chiefs Bills game. And listen, bro, listen. Before I get into my game of the day for me, bro, listen. I've been saying now for one, if you don't know, I like Josh Allen. I said that multiple times. Now I'm critical of every quarterback because they don't get judged the same way Lamar get judged. But I've always said Josh Allen is in the same tier with Lamar. Like he is a great guy. I'm not taking him over Lamar, but he right there. Like if I took Lamar, if you ranking him, he right under Lamar. I'd even be fine if people put him over Lamar at this point just because I like his development so far, especially after the night. Bro, if you don't have that long ass delay, I think that the Bills might beat him even worse than they did, bro. Patrick Mahomes threw some picks. Oh my goodness, bro. The Chiefs beatable, bro. The Chiefs are beatable. Now you got the two young stud quarterbacks, three young stud quarterbacks that done beat them, and Justin Herbert, uh, Lamar MVP Jackson, and now Josh Allen, bro. Tom Brady gave us the recipe, bro. He showed us that that motherfucker could bleed, bro. It's like the Avengers, bro, when they showed that Thanos could bleed. Bro, this what that shit was, bro. Brady showed us, yo, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this motherfucker bleeds. And it's been over from that point on, bro. I was impressed with the Bills tonight, bro. I wanted them to win, and I was saying they was gonna get stomped and shit, cause I was just going. I told y'all I have to see them win the game for me to pick them to win the game. Until that happened, I'm not gonna pick them. Now I have no problem picking the Bills or the Ravens, cause you gotta understand I'm a Raven fan, and I wouldn't. Now I picked us on here, but I talk. If you follow me on Twitter, you see I am very down on the Ravens when we gotta play the Chiefs, bro. I really do a lot of hyping up of the Chiefs and shit. Just cause, bro, when you have a team that's done spanked you so many times, and not even just spanked you, just keep beating you, bro. That shit get demoralizing, bro. You know, life as a Jets fan, except for those Jet fans out there. But I was happy Josh Allen and them boys put their foot in Patrick Mahomes and them ass. And Josh Allen looked good. Now, granted, this was an atrocious defense. I will go ahead and say that. I wasn't like I made comments earlier in the year about how the Chiefs never have a great defense, but they come through when it matter. Hell nah, Swanson out there playing like shit every week. You got somebody had pictures on Twitter of it said Tyrann Mathieu getting tired of Swanson shit, and it showed multiple times he threw his hands up at Swanson getting beat, bruh. That shit is hilarious. I ain't even gonna stunt, but the Chiefs defense look atrocious. Now I will say in this game when the Chiefs did have a chance to come back, the refs called a real fluky late hit on the quarterback that wasn't no fucking late hit. And I'm just saying, bro, how do you give Josh Allen that call and not Lamar Jackson, bro? And granted, I love both quarterbacks. Both quarterbacks should be getting that call, but come on, man, they don't call that shit for Lamar, bro. They showed a stat the other day that was crazy. But that's neither here nor there. That game was an ass whooping. I'm glad the Chiefs lost that shit at home. Them boys keep proving that they beat them. But now the thing that's gonna scare me is if them motherfuckers take all these L's, make the playoffs, and is in the wild card and some shit, and just start getting hot at the end of it. Because right now people could say, I don't think that the Chiefs, I mean, I don't think that the Bills is hitting their ceiling right now. Like they not peaking. because they've been beating bad teams. This is the first good team, so it's no way you peaking already after just beating bad. They did what they're supposed to do. Now this is a great win. I don't think they peaking. I think the Cardinals could be peaking right now because the Cardinals not used to this type of success. The Bills used to having this type of success. You know what I'm saying? Like the first year the Bills and them had that type of success, you could say they was peaking, but I don't really think they was that year either. They like kind of fumbled to get in there. To be honest with you, man, the Bills real consistent throughout the Sean McDermott era, bro. They made it great when taking him from over there in Carolina. But the Cardinals to me could be the team that's peaking, but we'll get to them in a minute. Matter of fact, let's get to them right now. That wasn't the Cardinals wasn't my game. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my game of the week for me so far until like I don't to me it was the game of the day because I don't know if it's gonna be better than the game I saw. I'm the Ravens game tomorrow, but the game of the day for me definitely was Chargers Browns. But I'm gonna get to that in a minute. The fucking Cardinals. I took the 49ers to beat the Cardinals, but I only said I think I prefaced it by saying if Jimmy G play, I'm taking the Niners, but if he don't, I'm taking the Cardinals. I believe that's what I said, and that's exactly what the fuck happened. Trey Lance played, I'm taking the Cardinals, and then Cardinals won. Now, to the 49ers credit, bro, the defense, I don't know what it is. Kyle Shanahan know how to stay in games. I give him that. And people give him a lot of credit for being able to do just that, and he did get to a Super Bowl and whatnot. I feel like coaches get more credit for getting the Super Bowls than John Harbaugh get for winning it. But that's neither here nor there. But the Cardinals, bro, it was sloppy at times today, but they ended up getting it done. Kyler Murray, I saw had what 2 fumbles or some shit like that. Protect the ball, my guy. Protect the ball, young Yoda. I think that's what they call him. I ain't a Star Wars fan. I don't watch that shit. But yeah, the Cardinals ended up escaping with a win today at home against the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know what the 49ers gonna do, bro, because if Jimmy G hurt, man, this motherfucker always hurt. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be and this is exactly why you draft Trey Young, because Jesus Christ, bro, Jimmy, what we gonna do, bro? You can't stay on the field. That's a pro. Oh, and real fast, the Thursday night game was the Rams against the Seahawks. If you didn't check that game out, or if you didn't see that game, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in my last video, but if not, the Rams won that 26-17 and moved to 4-1 on the season. Seahawks fall to 2-3 and they lose Russell Wilson, bro. It's gonna be rough. It's going it's gonna be rough, bro. Dead ass. Because boy, Tyrod, Gino looked straight, but that's because teams didn't have to prepare for him. Now teams got a chance to prepare for him. So boy, it's about to be an interesting one for them boys going forward. They definitely ain't. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. It's too tough for the division. Too tough for the division, especially with the Rams and the Cardinals starting off the way they have. That was an atrocious whistle, but hey, it's gonna be a tough one. But hopping, boy. Oh yeah, and also, boy, I know y'all hate to skip around. Just real fast, let me hop back to the Packers and the Bengals. The Bengals fell to 3-2. The Packers improved to 4-1 on after they matchup. Now, if you a Packer fan, y'all play the Bears next week. The Bears won today, and the Bengals next week play the Lions. That's a dub for the Bengals, bro. Dead ass, bro. The Lions just gonna find a way to lose games. It is what it is. They did it again today. It is what it is, bro. There's no two ways around it. But the hopping back all the way. Now we are hopping all the way back finally to Cardinals 49ers, bro. I don't know what the 49ers gonna do, bro. Because now you need Trey Lance to develop a little bit faster. Like, I just know the 49er fans tired of losing this division because of injuries. Or tired of not getting to where they feel like they could get to because of injuries, bro. Because that's what it is at this point, bro. That's holding them back is injuries. Jimmy G can't stay fucking healthy. That's the problem, man, bro. Ask any team with a quarterback who got potential but can't stay healthy. Man, if he could stay healthy, we'd be this and that, bro. So I get why they had to draft Trey Lance because they had to at this point. It's just no, and it was smart that they didn't take Mac Jones, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. But yeah, 10-17, man. Now, 49er fans, y'all got a week to heal up because y'all got a bye week coming up. And hey, for the Cardinals, y'all take that 5-0 record into against Cleveland next week because y'all got Cleveland next week. And the 49ers gonna have to. That whistle was better. That whistle was better. Cardinals, I mean Cardinals. 49ers, bro. Gonna have to get on that horse. Y'all done fell to 2-3, bro. Gotta get on that horse. Smoke break. Now, let's talk about the team that the Packers gonna have to play next week. The Bears and the Raiders. Raiders really starting to really fucking disappoint me, man. Really starting to fucking disappoint me. I saw somebody today's tweet. The Raiders are what we thought they were. It's happening. And I was like, oh, fuck. They about to kill my boy Derek Carr, bro. I didn't watch this game, but you don't need to watch a game to know that the team didn't play good on offense when they put up 9 fucking points. 9 fucking points. And I thought I saw a report that said Derek Carr might have got hurt. So if that's true, my boy, heal up, heal up, heal up. But boy, 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 this ain't good. Especially because Chargers in that division and they 4-1. 4-1. And my Ravens gonna have to be, boy, we got to get this win tomorrow because boy, that Chargers game next week gonna be a tough one. But the Chargers 4-1 now, bro. The Chiefs just lost again, so yeah, that's a good thing. But still, the Chargers, if the Chiefs losing and you losing, that means you about to compete with the Chiefs now for that wild card spot most likely. And it is an extra one, so maybe both teams could get in, but I don't know because you look over at the AFC North, Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati all got winning records. So, and I, like I said earlier in the other videos, I'm not counting the Steelers out quite yet. So the Raiders gonna have to figure some shit out because they lost 29 in this game. Bro, Fields look better and better each game. I think the offense need to keep improving. I still think they need to fire Matt. Excuse me. I still think they need to fire Matt Nagy and everybody over there and start all over and give Justin Fields a fresh start, new quarterback. I mean, new head coach, new all that, bro. Because I'm Matt Nagy's toast for me, bro. The Bears improved to 3-2. The Raiders fall to 3-2, so they're still over 500 right now. But impressive for the Bears, bro. Justin Herbert, Justin Fields, 2 dubs, bro. They play the Packers next week, so that's gonna be a big one. But listen, the Packers didn't look that great in my opinion. Now listen, in that Packer game, they tried to blame Kevin King for that big play to Jamar Chase on the man. That shit was savage, bro. I don't know how Savage didn't pick that ball off, bro. That that throw by Joe Burrow was an atrocious throw. That was a bad throw. That should have gotten picked off. He underthrew the receiver and everything. That should have got picked off. But this dude Savage just ran right, like the ball goes right through this dude's hands, bro. It's unbelievable, bro. You really start to see why these cornerbacks and safeties play their position, bro, and why receivers play their positions, bro. This shit really crazy. So Joe Burrow got away with that one because he would have probably had 3 interceptions. He should have had probably more than 3 interceptions, really. But that definitely should have ended up as an interception. No way Ed Reed let the man get that like that. That dead ass was shocking to me, bro. Like I was like, yo, what the fuck? It was crazy. But Raiders play the Broncos next week. The Broncos are fraudulent. We finna talk about them right now. I told y'all what I thought about the Broncos, bro. A fraudulent team. They wasn't really what y'all tried to tell me they was, or what other people tried to tell me they was. The the Broncos is what I thought they was. But the Raiders might be who y'all say, who people on Twitter say they is. So hell, shit. But the Broncos lost today to the Steelers. The Steelers finally got a home win. I told y'all, man, they had to finally pick one up. 27-19. I had Big Ben. It was a decent day. Najee Harris ran for 100 yards. Now, see, if that shit happening, he ran for over 100 yards. That shit happens, good things will happen. Because that's what you need. You need that balance. Chase Claypool went over 100 yards catching. Let me retract the statement and or rephrase the statement that I made in a previous video. Juju is not the most complete receiver on that team. It is Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool is better than Juju. He's a more complete receiver than Juju. And I would never take Juju over Chase Claypool. So I don't even know why I tried to sound hella educated and shit like that. I definitely was overthinking that statement. Chase Claypool is a far superior receiver than Juju Smith-Schuster. But Steelers picked up the win at home. Big Ben looked decent. The offensive line protecting them decent. The biggest thing is they opened up holes for that running game, man. My boy Najee Harris, big game for him, man. After Alabama took that L yesterday to Texas A&M. But and my boy Wilder. But yeah, Najee Harris went over 100. That's a big win for the Steelers in a division where two of the teams lost this week in your division, in our division. I'm not a Steeler fan, obviously, but they in my division, AFC North. So, hey, if the Ravens lose tomorrow, the Steelers, hey, they right there. Now, if the Ravens win tomorrow, we got sole possession of first place in the division, and we eating. You heard? Now, like I told you, the Broncos got the Raiders next week. That's gonna be an interesting game. I'm really interested to see what that game, because I probably would take the Raiders, right? But damn, man, based on how Derek Carr been playing, I probably would say that the Broncos secondary could get to him and could rattle him. Because Derek Carr is becoming one of them quarterbacks who, if you rattle him, and you can say that about every quarterback, if you rattle him, but nah. Some quarterbacks are far, far worse when getting hit and shit like that. So that's gonna be an interesting game. I'll be here with the breakdowns later this week. And for the Steelers, they got the Seahawks next week. That should be a win for the Steelers, bro. That should be a dub for the Steelers, bro. You got the fucking Seahawks. They do not have Russell Wilson. You're playing against Geno Smith. Come on, Steelers. I'm not rooting for the Steelers, obviously. Shit, if they win, if they lose, I'ma laugh my ass off. But that should be a dub for the Steelers. So the Steelers improve to 2-3 on the season. The Broncos fall to 3-2 on the season. And real fast, let's talk about finally Jameis Winston going over 200 yards passing today. He hit a 70-yard bomb today. They beat the the fraudulent, the fraudulent motherfucking Washington no-name football team, bro. I knew it was, man. Listen, man. What's Washington's record, bro? Washington go to 2-3 on the season. Now they fall to 2-3 on the season. Washington been losing the last couple games I've been seeing from them, so they had to have started 2-0, and people was telling me this and that, and I was like, man, I don't think Washington's a good team. And sure enough, because the Saints ain't no great team either, they starting to get it together though, because the Saints are 3-2 on the season, and it's a good thing that they winning these games because the Panthers keep losing. That's who I'm finna hop to next, but. With the Panthers losing, Sam Darnold being who kept telling people he was, who I told y'all he was, it's a good chance that my boy James is gonna overcome the flaws of Sean Payton and holding him back and whatnot, and still win that division. No. I keep forgetting that Goat Brady is in that division. My bad. Gonna finish in second in that division and possibly in the wild card. I'm telling you, man. He came prepared today. Smoke break. With Jabez say got my boy. With Jabez say got that crook Sean Payton holding him back, bro. You see what he can do. You see what he can do. Now, Saints got a bye week next week, so Saint fans, chill out. Be happy that y'all can go into the bye week with a dub. For the Washington no-name football team, y'all losing to the Chiefs next week because the Chiefs just got stomped by the Bills. No shot y'all beating them boys next week, bro. No shot. Which is actually interesting that I say that because if you watched that Eagles Chiefs game last week, which I did, I know the Chiefs ended up winning that game big to people, but the Eagles was right in that game. They actually had came down the field and scored to keep the game close, but it got called back by one of the offensive linemen. So the Chiefs defense really is fraudulent, bro. Smoke break. Chiefs defense a problem, bro. Big problem. They gonna have to do something about that. The boys get cooked by everybody. Everybody having big games against the Chiefs defense at this point, bro. It's crazy. his his shit is bananas. A blah, 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 blah. But anyways, like I said, we was gonna get to them Panthers. Now I picked the Eagles to win this game, and I was kind of skeptical on it because I was like, they is in Carolina. I like Carolina's defense. Jalen Jalen Hurts can make plays and shit, but the offense was bad today. But so was Carolina's. Carolina was up in this game big at one point in time, and what's funny is Sam Darnold became. He didn't become. Sam Darnold is still Sam Darnold from the Jets, bro. People just was doing a bunch of capping for him because it's this thing where, and don't be, I hope you don't get offended by this, but I'm just being honest. It's this thing where when you got white quarterbacks who is projected to be great players and they not being held to their draft standard, like Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield were what 1 and 2 in the draft. Neither one of them are being held to those standards of being those top picks. They get all these excuses and shit. But we're gonna get to Baker in a minute. But Sam Darnold, everybody made all these excuses for Sam Darnold while he was with the Jets, blah, blah, blah. We knew the Jets was bad before he got there. He was drafted to flip that organization around, and he couldn't do it. You can make all the excuses in the world. Oh, he didn't have weapons. He literally, Robbie Anderson is now with him in Carolina. He had Robbie Anderson when he was with the Jets. Oh, were they trading for that one? Yeah, okay. Oh, Le'Veon Bell wasn't good when he was there. Okay, yeah, yeah. Keep just feed me all the same excuses y'all feed Baker, bro. All I know is I told you. Them games that the Carolina Panthers was winning early in the season was happening because they was playing bad teams, bro. And I saw Sam Darnold make the same Sam Darnold mistakes in those games. Those teams were just so bad that Carolina could overcome it. It's kind of like the Rams situation. I'm a big Rams fan. I love watching the Rams play. I've said this many times on these streams before. And the thing with the Rams is, Matthew Stafford ain't some godsend that people think he is. If you watching stats, if stats is how you watch the game, then yeah, Matthew Stafford is a godsend for him because his stats are gaudy. But if you watch the game, Matthew Stafford missed a lot of throws and shit. The reason Matthew Stafford done played bad enough in some games to lose games against great teams. You want to know why Matthew Stafford is better than people than Matthew, let me rephrase this. Matthew Stafford still plays like the Matthew Stafford with Detroit. The thing is, Matthew Stafford can't lose games a lot like he could in Detroit because, see, Matthew Stafford having a bad game ain't the same as in Detroit. It's not the same as Matthew Stafford having a bad game with the Rams because, see, the Rams are better in every aspect of football than the Lions. So it's hard for Matthew Stafford to go out there and lose a game for the Rams when the Rams can win games in a multitude of ways. Okay? Glad we solved that. glad we got that all cleared up. So, with that being said, Sam Darnold, I watched Sam Darnold. He was the same Sam Darnold. Like Matthew Stafford's been the same. But see, Sam Darnold is not, Carolina is not the Rams. They're a good team. They ain't the Rams. The Rams are also a better team in every aspect, nearly, than the Panthers. So Sam Darnold, he can't be bad and throw 3 picks and win a game for them. Now I doubt Matthew Stafford can throw 3 picks and win a game also, but he got a better chance of doing that shit with the Rams. Listen, the Rams done carried Jared Goff through wins, bro. Come on. And now you see Jared Goff is so bad he can't carry a bad Lions team. I'm putting y'all on game, bro. I'm just trying to show you how what these quarterbacks really are. The shit because the media, listen, the media, these NFL experts and these ESPN analysts and shit, they don't watch games, bro. They keep proving that to me and other people time and time again by the stupid ass takes and shit that they say. They watch highlights on YouTube and break them bitches down on TV to make y'all in-depth breakdowns on them plays that everybody can go see on YouTube. And that make y'all think that they actually sat in there in their house and watched the full games. How they on watching full games and they flying around and on TV and shit like that and on Twitter with you and me? They not watching. I don't care how rich they is, how many TVs they got, bro. You're not watching and catching everything in the game for one if you watching multiple games. But they definitely not, bro. They watching highlights, bro. I'm actually sitting down watching full fucking games, which is why the full game that I watched 2 of them, but the one I'm breaking down is gonna end up being the Chargers and the Browns. But these dudes ain't watching full highlights, man. That's why y'all expectations so high and getting broken, cause y'all listening to these bozos, man. Listen. They not gonna tell y'all how good Zach Wilson or how good he could be and blah blah blah. They just gonna tell you how bad he done been. But if you watch these games, Zach Wilson ain't got shit to work with. And Zach Wilson, yeah, he do have moments where he play like absolute shit. But if you really watching these Jets games, you gonna appreciate this shit in a year or so. Cause for one, if you a Jets fan, you didn't think your team was winning that division or making the playoffs. What you want is for Zach Wilson to be improving. You can't listen to motherfuckers who ain't watching full Jets games who just talking Jets, Jets, Jets. No, 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 no. Listen, them boys gonna be fine. Zach Wilson is getting better. Yeah, he gonna make mistakes. That's what you need him to do this entire year so he can learn from them. Zach Wilson is throwing that thing. Big difference between him and Baker, bro. I would take Zach Wilson over Baker right now, bro. Right now. And I'm gonna get into it in a couple. But Sam Darnold is not that guy to me, bro. Carolina really gonna kick. And yeah, I saw Terry Bradshaw talk about some fucking Carolina got their best quarterback in franchise history. And all this motherfucker done is throw 5 interceptions since Bozo said that stupid shit. Cam Newton, the best quarterback, and I don't know why people feel like disrespecting Cam Newton every day. It's just wild to me, bro. Hella wild that they disrespect that man like that. Like he didn't carry that raggedy ass team to a fucking Super Bowl, bro. They tried to assault the man basically in the Super Bowl and after that the next season, man, miss me with that. Man, dudes really showing their true colors when they say some of these stupid ass comments, bro. But bro, when you up in the game and your quarterback just reel off 3 picks, come on, man. Because the Eagles' offense wasn't even bad. Now this is a game you can go watch, look at the stats for the Eagles. Them shits ain't good. Carolina even went over 100 yards rushing, bro, with the running back. Christian McCaffrey ain't even playing. You don't think you losing that game, but the Eagles' defense did what they had to do, and Sam Darnold gave them 3 extra possessions. That's what Sam Darnold does, bro. I'm telling you. In a year or two, bro, Zach Wilson's going to be the significantly better quarterback, and it's not even going to be a guessing game. You gonna know it. And if I'm wrong, you can come back and tell me about it. But I'm telling you, Zach Wilson gonna be far better than Sam Darnold. The Jets don't need to worry about that trade, bro. They didn't make a mistake. But the Eagles next week, not even next week, it's upcoming week. They got the Bucks on Thursday Night Football. I'm definitely taking the Bucks, but I'm gonna end up getting to that later on in the week. And the Panthers, they got the Vikings. They got the Vikings. Two evenly matched teams, in my opinion. Two very evenly matched teams, in my opinion. That's going to be an interesting one. But let's stay in that same division. Let's talk about GOAT Brady. Them boys went down there and thumped. Them boys went down there and thumped the motherfucking Dolphins, bro. I don't know. The Dolphins, bro, I saw a report. It was like, bro, they got to go. They 1-4 now. It was a report I saw that was like, yo, the Dolphins got to go make a trade for Deshaun Watson, bro. They got to, bro. They got to go make a trade. Bruh, motherfuckers don't even care about his assault. I mean, his sexual assault cases no more and shit, bruh. They just like, man, fuck this, bro. We tired of losing, bruh. And you know what? When the GOAT come down there and go 30 for 41, 401 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, bruh. Yeah, bruh. I probably say fuck them sexual. Nah, 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 nah. I'm fucking with you. But that's crazy to me, bruh. Tom Brady really just went down there and smacked their ass. And I'm glad Brady did that, bruh, because he looked rough last week against the Patriots, bruh. But I think GOAT Brady just wasn't telling everybody that he really was more emotionally drained than he really let on. But he got back on that horse this week. AB called God this week in the end zone. I like the Bucks. I hope the Bucks ends up getting back to the Super Bowl so Lamar can beat them, bruh. So Lamar can show Patrick Mahomes how to get it done against GOAT Brady, bruh. That's all I want, bro. That's all I want. I'm pushing my agenda, bro. I need the Bucks to keep. Now, I like a lot of people on the Bucks, anyways. I genuinely like a lot of people on the Bucks. I love AB. I'm happy he got out of fucking Pittsburgh. He was tired of losing to Brady and them boys. He knew. He sat down. See, people always blaming AB for shit. If you want to blame AB for something, blame AB for going home one day after losing to Brady again, sitting down and putting it all on the table and saying, you know what? I can't win with Big Ben. I just can't do it. Don't be mad at that man for that. Everybody hate on these athletes and tell them that the only way they successful is by winning championships, bro. So he made a way to go get him a championship. That's why I don't get mad at NBA players when they go team up, bro. I prefer to see super teams, bro. I want to get my money's worth, bro. The price of admission is going up, baby. I love that shit, bro. Love it. You ain't gonna never see me get mad about super teams and shit, bro. We fully support super teams over here on this channel. But the Buccaneers end up going 4-1. And I just told you that they play the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. I'm expecting them to get that done. Expecting them to get it done. But since we talking about Goat Brady, let's talk about his former home, bro. His former stomping grounds. Mac Jones in that offense didn't really look no better today to me, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some people out there who boost up this thing. Even if you follow like the biggest Patriot fan, the biggest Patriot fan I actually know is my brother. But other than him, one of my brothers, but because one of my brothers a Raven fan who love Russell Wilson, and one of them, I got a lot of brothers, but one of them is a Patriot fan. And bruh, I'm telling you, but Connor is another big Patriot fan though. Outside of them though is Connor, Boston Connor, who on the Pat McAfee show. He was tweeting about how bad the Patriots look today. Listen, bro, and if you're a Patriot fan and you haven't been following, y'all let go of Stephon Gilmore. Y'all traded the man to the Panthers. I don't think he played for the Panthers today though. He not eligible to play for them yet. Anyways, I think he coming out. He got to come off of IR first, I believe. Either way, the excuse me. The Patriots ended up beating the Texans today, but listen. Barely. They needed a field goal to do it. The 1-4 Texans, who haven't won since they beat the Jaguars, who haven't won at all on the season, they needed every single second of that game to beat them. Bill Belichick has to be. He can do all the developing. I saw an article the other day that was like Bill is not the GM that we think he is, and it's time to admit that and go get a real GM. And they was showing like all his misses in the draft, guys he took over guys he could have took, and boy, any other GM would have been fired. It's some flagrant, bruh. If you see all the dudes this motherfucker skipped on to take to kill Harry, bruh, yeah. So Bill should be called to the carpet on that. Like I know he got them rings, but like I said, I'm starting to lean towards Tom Brady being far more of the reason they got them shits. And players want to play with Brady, bro. That's been proven. Because for one, motherfuckers is going to Tampa to play with him. Now you can make all the excuses you want to. Oh, with Tampa better no tax, state taxes, and this and that. I don't give a fuck. People want to go play with that man. You saw what AB was willing to do to go play with that man. So, anyways, back talking about Goat Brady, man. Let me get back to the Patriots. So the Patriots, man, listen, if you're a Patriot fan, it ain't no fucking way you impressed with this. For one, you just moved to 2-3 on the season. Whoop de fucking do. Your second win on the season was probably against one of the second worst team, because there's no team in football obviously that's worse than the Jags. The Jags could legit go winless this year. Nah, because I don't even think the Jags worse than. I don't know. They might be worse than the Lions, because the Jags actually getting smacked around by a lot of these teams. The Lions ain't really getting blown out. I don't know. But I do know that the Patriots should have blown this team out, and they shouldn't have. For one, the Patriots was trailing in this game a lot. And obviously, they even let David Mills go stupid on them, bro. Like, man, I don't. I'm not really big. It was this dude on Twitter. I saw this thing that was like, this one dude was like, y'all ain't talking about that those people who said Mac over Cam, that crowd getting real quiet. And it was a dude who tweeted him and was like, nah, and he tweeted, he tweeted in all caps, Cam Newton is not better. No. Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Cam Newton. Now, I always find these things funny when people say these type of things, because it's hard for me to take a rookie quarterback over somebody like Cam, because a rookie quarterback ain't never played in the fucking NFL, and you can be good in college. It's also very hard for me to take quarterbacks who were at big time schools that rarely ever lose, because you have all the. Now, let me say this: schools that have top recruits at almost every fucking position, it's hard to take them quarterbacks serious unless you physically can see, or like can see it, like, yeah, that dude different. Because if you never gotta be in adversity in college, then it's hard for me to say that you're gonna be We just seen it too many times in the NFL not translate. But Mac, excuse me. But with that being said, it's just I just don't think Mac Jones hit. All that to say, I don't think Mac Jones hit, bro. I really don't. I think Bill knows he made a mistake, and I just want to point something out. Bill Belichick could have drafted Lamar Jackson a couple years ago. That's who I thought was gonna draft Lamar Jackson. I thought that when they was so busy trying to get rid of Tom Brady, I was like, yo, they definitely drafting Lamar Jackson as their successor. Because I was like, nobody think Lamar gonna be good, but that's the type of player Bill gonna take and be like, I can do something with him. And he didn't draft him. The Ravens came back up and got him. And I was thinking to myself, like, I always had thought to myself after that, I was like, well, I wonder why he didn't take Lamar. And now seeing what we seeing, I'm definitely like, yo, what the fuck? Like, there's no way. Ozzy saw that greatness and Bill didn't. So that's Bill definitely starting to be big time question because he done passed on a lot of Pro Bowl, future Hall of Fame type looking players, bro. And we really don't give him no flack for that, bro. Like he passed on Lamar Jackson, like all them other teams passed on him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bill passed on him also in the bottom of that draft. Like, so I don't know, man. I just don't think Mac Jones it right now. Now, some people could be, and another thing, because let me not even just. I actually don't want to blame it all on Mac yet, because that motherfucker McDaniel's, yo, when is somebody gonna call that motherfucker to the carpet, bro? This dink and dunk offense that this motherfucker run all the time, bro. You don't have Tom Brady running that offense, so he ain't. You don't have a quarterback that's gonna be as accurate or make the decisions that Brady would make, bro. Especially when you got to go off script. He is not helping no type of quarterback develop, bro. I don't understand how he done been. Bill's refusal to change or do, yo, the Patriots days look like they numbered, bro. They not better than the Buffalo Bills. The Bills just proved that they the real deal by beating the Chiefs. The Bills gonna be running that division with the Jets right behind them. I think Patriot fans need to go ahead and gear up. Unless a great quarterback pop in the draft and y'all able to take him, which might happen over the next 2-3 years, because y'all gonna be in the bottom of that division soon. I'm just telling you what I truly believe. I really believe the Jets gonna end up being better than y'all, because I got faith that Zach Wilson gonna end up being that dude, and I already know Josh Allen that dude. He proved it again tonight, but tonight he solidified it to me. So some people gonna be like, "Oh, he need to win a playoff game or super." No, 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 no. It don't work like that. It's very hard for people to win Super Bowls. I'm not gonna put that on one player. Josh Allen solidified he is that guy tonight. So what the Patriots gonna do, bro? You got two teams in that division. One that's definitely better than y'all, and another one that I think is gonna eventually be better than y'all. So y'all smacked the Jets earlier this year, but that's a rookie. He ain't gonna be a rookie forever. All I'm saying is the Patriots better watch out, especially if you're a Patriot fan. If you're a Texans fan, listen, bro. I already done said it, bro. Just pick a different team to root for this year. Now, not even no purpose of really getting into the Texans, bro, because they won't trade Deshaun Watson. They won't lower their asking price. They forcing their fans to sit here and watch this shit. David Mills ain't gonna be the quarterback next year, but they surely making y'all sit through that shit when they could be making moves to make this team better for next year. Instead, what are they doing? Going out there and bumming it up. They should trade Mark Ingram. It is no purpose of Mark Ingram being on this team right now. It wasn't even good signing Mark Ingram. Once you knew you wasn't gonna have Deshaun Watson, but you decided to play that gamble. So, bruh, with everything that's happening to the Texans fans right now, they should be mad at the organization. You can't even be mad at Watson no more because the organization is allowing this to happen. They got their foot in the ground just saying they could make something happen. Obviously, these motherfuckers don't care about being paid and not being paid and shit like that. You don't have a good team. You could be making moves with Watson that could help you make a significant difference on this team in the upcoming future. You should have traded. You need to trade Mark Ingram. It was no purpose of getting him. You need to go send him to a team that could use him. The Chiefs probably should be trying to trade for him after Clyde Edwards-Helaire got hurt tonight. I wish the Ravens would go trade for him, but I know they not. There's no purpose of Mark Ingram being on the team. That's a vet that should be on a Super Bowl contending team. The Texans is not that team. I just think listen, if you're a Texans fan, bro, call God. That's as best as I can say. But another thing, if you a Lions fan, You should be on that same line because the Lions are 0 and fucking 5 now after finding another way to lose by a field goal at the end of a game. The Vikings moved to 2 and 3. That's still that's a fraudulent team also because the two teams they beat was bad teams also. I mean, but then again, they could have. Nah, it's for the Vikings. It's always coulda, shoulda, woulda. The only time they fulfill the prophecy is when they playing against the Saints and Drew Brees, bro. And now they can't even do that because Drew Brees ass retired. But the Lions lose again, man. The only thing I really want to talk about in this game, because I know motherfuckers ain't here to hear me talk about the Lions and the Vikings, bro. The Lions have to know. Like, the Lions have to know Jared Goff ain't it. They got to know that. And another thing, the Lions head coach Dan Campbell was up on stage crying and shit about a game. Now I don't want people to think I'm insensitive, but if you feel like that after I'm saying finna say what I'm finna say, you go ahead. That's some real. I'm not gonna say weak. That's the wrong word. That's some real pussy ass behavior from my head coach, who's supposed to be the ultimate leader of the troops. But this motherfucker crying after what 4 weeks? My guy, we done been through worse. We done seen worse. And your ass is crying. I done seen head coaches still hold their motherfucking head high with their balls in their hand and tell you how great they is after losing damn near over half of their games in every season. It's still coaches that go out there and tell you how good they can be and shit. And this motherfucker crying after not even a full season. Come on, bro. I don't need my head coach doing that shit. Smoke break. I don't need my head coach doing that shit. Can't have it. Can't have it. You supposed to be the leader of men. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with nobody crying, no, with men crying. But in this context, in this situation, can't have it. Can't have my fucking head coach out there crying. I'm like, what the fuck? He out there crying. Who I'm turning to now, man? This motherfucker up here crying and shit. He ain't even the one out there losing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you the coach, but you ain't the one actually out there getting your ass whooped. Like, we the ones who gotta actually go out there and take these L's, bruh. So that was weird to me. I don't want my head coach doing that shit, but whatever. The early game that probably nobody watched because it was in London. So some people probably like, well, why he didn't talk about that one first, man? I talk about it as it pops up on my screen, but the Jets, man, and I picked them to win this game, bruh. They did lose. My boy Zach Wilson did look bad. And now I'm starting to say, man, come on, can we develop some type of consistency other than we throw picks every week, Zach? Because I think my boy done thrown a pick in every fucking game of the season. And I don't know why I have attached my bandwagon to Zach Wilson. I just feel like smoke break. I just feel like he can fulfill the prophecy for the Jets. I truly believe that. See, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. No team can remain trash forever. The Bucks ended up getting Giannis eventually. The Knicks ended up getting Julius Randle with the crew to make the playoffs again eventually. The Jets, if you really well look at it, had Berber a couple years ago. The Rex Riot, when Rex Riot first came in that bit. Smoke break. They like, damn, he tugging on that thing. Now, we gotta finish off that Chief pack, man. But yeah, man, excuse me, Matt Ryan stats should end up being a part of this video on the screen. King Ice had a good King Ice. That's a part of the King stat statement, stats. But he had a big game. Now I didn't watch this game. If you did, hey, God bless you. It was no shot I was waking up this early to watch this game. No shot. Especially since my team wasn't playing. Oh my goodness, I'm glad we don't do that London shit. But the Falcons ended up winning by 7. But if you're the Jets, bro, you should be glad because you didn't get your ass whooped by a team that could have put up a lot of points on you. I keep saying the Jets defense is not a it's not a bad defense. So when that's a good thing. So when your quarterback start developing and taking better care of the ball, because Peyton Manning threw a lot of interceptions his rookie season. Who gives a fuck? It happens. Smoke break. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about him developing and getting better every game. And as long as he doing that, we straight. So next week, and I didn't even tell y'all who the Lions play next week. So let me go back to the Lions real fast. If you're a Lion fan, you'll see it on the screen anyways. But y'all play the Bengals next week, and the Minnesota Vikings play the Panthers next week. I also didn't tell y'all motherfuckers who. Oh, I did tell y'all. Oh no, I didn't tell y'all who the Patriots play next week. The Patriots play the Cowboys next week. I'm expecting them to get their asses stomped. But hey, I talk about that when we get to that later in the week. And the Texans play the Colts next week. I did tell y'all who the other teams played. This ain't even. Oh shit. I'm yawning, but I ain't tired. I ain't tired, but I gotta take a quick little. I just saw somebody else yawn. I had to take a quick little swig of my water. But that's what happened with Jets, Falcons. Falcons ended up getting that win. Both teams got bye weeks next week, the Jets and the Falcons. So damn, Jets, you really got to sit on this. It sucks when you got to sit on the L going into the bye week, bro. Titans, Jags, bruh. If you a team though that's really sad, then that's the fan base is sad. The fucking Jaguars and lost their last 20 games, bro. They lost. They got their asses smacked in this from 1937. That's what I'm saying. I said it. I knew the Titans were gonna win this. Derrick Henry went stupid. Tannehill looked average. Listen, this is what I want to say, cause fuck the Titans, bro. The Titans did what I thought they was gonna do. The fucking Jags, bro. I don't. I'm starting to realize they might be able to run the ball a little bit, so maybe they need to start building an offense based around the run or something. But you don't want to when you got a quarterback who you think should gonna be good. And I also think Trevor Lawrence is just in the absolute worst situation, bro. I say that it ain't no weapons down there in New York for my boy Zach. Bro, it's no stability up here in Jacksonville for my boy Trevor. Like this shit. For one, he got a head coach who like to stick his finger in girl booty holes on his after they take L's. The same night they take a L. Don't fly back with the team. Like you got to deal with your dumbass head coach. You got to deal with this some of the rookie ass coaching staff. Who, let's be completely honest, bro. Urban Meyer hired his own staff, and they 0-5 right now. And he probably didn't hire like staff that's been around the league who really great at their jobs. He probably hired his own crew and them motherfuckers 0-5. They offense looks atrocious most times. The play calling stupid. I'm telling y'all, Trevor Lawrence make a lot of shit happen just off of his natural ability, as does a lot of those other good players. The only good times I see a lot of good play calls is when it's actually based off of the run and shit like that. Like, man, I just really think it's gonna be hard to judge Trevor Lawrence right now off of this fucking coaching staff, bro. And the worst part is that he probably gonna be subjected to this coaching staff for the next 2 to 3 years, bro, or longer. And that's tough because boy, this coaching staff ain't doing shit for him, bro. I really like, bro. The Bills went out and got Leslie Frazier as an assistant coach, defensive coach. That's a great. He was on the Ravens at one point in time. He was head coach of the Vikings. Leslie Frazier been great around the league. Urban Meyer should have hired somebody like that on this coaching staff, bro. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on. And maybe he do got somebody like that on there that I'm not thinking about right now. But boy, my biggest problem is that he is the head coach, bro. Why would you draft a fucking rookie quarterback and then draft and go get a rookie head coach that's not even like that's never been in the NFL before? Like I just don't understand the logic behind Khan, the owner of the Jaguars, or the fucking GM. I don't understand none of the logic for this fucking team, bro. I think Trevor Lawrence is in a lose-lose situation until they fix that shit. I really hope that he can end up outplaying his situation, but it's gonna be real hard, bro. Cause You think the Jet situation is bad? No, bro. The fucking Jaguar situation is bad. Trevor Lawrence got no chance with these bozos up down there, bro, in Duval. So I'm prayers up for hey, Trevor. Call God, bro. Call God. But they got the Dolphins next week, so that's a winnable game. Like that's probably the most winnable game they done had this season, bro. So the Jaguars could possibly finally get a win in their last 21 games after that game, bro. But I really have no faith that that will happen, bro, with this coaching staff. And the Titans got the Bills next week on Monday Night Football. Now, before we get to, I just got to make sure I done touched on all the games that I wanted to touch on, and I believe that I have. Before I get to the game that I watched and I sat down and watched, that I can break down more so in depth. You know what I'm saying? So the game that I sat down and watched today, one of, because I actually watched three different games, but the game that I enjoyed the most, really, aside from my personal vendetta against watching Patrick Mahomes and the and the Chiefs lose, I watched the motherfucking L.A. Chargers and the motherfucking Cleveland Browns. Now I told you I watched full Cleveland Browns. And now the Browns lost this game. They ended up losing this, and the excuse me, the Browns ended up losing this game 42-47. This was a fucking dope ass game. There was a lot of scoring in that fourth quarter, bro. Like it was a lot of scoring in that fourth quarter. But yo, the fucking this matter of fact, fuck that. Nah. Actually, I want to talk about it. The Chargers head coach is a psychopath, and I like that motherfucker. If you don't watch Flight videos, I started watching this dude Flight. Probably I first heard about him like last year, and I done watched some of his Madden videos of how he don't like going like kicking and punts on fourth down and shit. Brandon Staley, the head coach of the Chargers, would fuck with him heavy, and bro, and his Flight would fuck with him heavy because that motherfucker say fuck a fourth down punt. I'm going for it, and I respect it, bro. That motherfucker ain't seen a fourth down that he would not send his team offense out there to pick up, bro. And I respect that type of confidence in his coach. He coaching that. I mean, that type of confidence in his players reminded me a lot of John Harbaugh, to be honest with you. And we play them motherfuckers next week. That's gonna be a game. The Chargers. So the Chargers ain't a perfect team. I don't want to get on here and make it sound like the Chargers are a perfect team by any stretch of the imagination. They do make mistakes. They do have bad plays. They could have got blown out in this game if Cleveland's defense came and did what they usually do. Because if they don't succeed on all those fourth downs that they go for it on, then this could end up being an ass whooping. But they ended up picking up those downs to keep drives alive. Now I will say the refs in this game called a lot of flags to keep Charger drives alive, bro. Like the Chargers had a lot of drives that got kept alive from not just fourth downs, but by fucking the refs calling just some weird ass flags that they did not call the other way. And I'm just like, that's weird. But aside, it was a great game. For one, the Cleveland really can't make too many excuses because I think Cleveland was up by like 14 points at one point in time in this game. And Baker was completing like he had a high percentage rate and all that. But listen, bro, I told y'all, bro. Baker Mayfield is Mr. Check Down, Mr. Screen Pass, bro. Mr. Roll Out Play Action. Drop back, scan the field, make a decision. That ain't his MO, okay? And if y'all continue to think that that's his game and that's what he do, y'all gonna keep being disappointed over and over and over again. Now, it's time for me to start giving Kevin Stefanski ass some of this blame. When you up by 14 fucking points, it ain't no shot you stop running the fucking ball with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, bro. It's no way that that's what you decide to continue to stop running the fucking ball, bro, just because you want Baker to look like the man. Because every fucking time, you try to make that man look like the man, he fails, bro. Every time, bro. The faith that he have in Baker, he should have in Kareem Hunt and Chubb, because they continue to come through for him. Baker the one who keep letting him down, but he continue to have this misplaced faith in him, this irrational faith in him. I don't understand it, bro, because this is a game that the Browns should have won. They should have won. They should have been able to kill the Chargers defense, because the Chargers defense is not that great. They got a great pass rusher, Derwin James, a great player. The Chargers defense not that great. The Browns ran all over him in this game. But the problem is the Browns allowed them to get back in the game first from bad play calling. Then they decided to go back and do it. See, I don't understand why Kevin Stefanski keep doing that shit. And I done said it. When Baker Mayfield get put in a situation where he got to beat an opposing quarterback because his defense ain't playing the best, and that opposing quarterback can carry his team up and down the field like Justin Herbert can do. And see, this the thing. Baker Mayfield not always gonna walk onto the field with the best offensive weapons no more. Now that his guys is hurt and that he just can't seem to be good enough to get Odell. I legit forgot Odell was in this game at one point in time until I saw him walk past the screen with his jersey on. And I was like, oh fuck, Odell in this game. It felt like they haven't said his name one time. And people gonna blame Odell for that. I don't understand how you can watch these games and blame Odell for this shit. Baker Mayfield is a problem, bro. For one, I get it. You don't want your running backs to be running the ball all the time and shit. Like, even though you got a two-headed monster and you could easily do it, I understand wanting your quarterback to be the man. I do. But when your quarterback done shown us what he is, my dude, bro, it's just time to win these games. Your quarterback is the guy, the first number one pick in the draft. You want to give as many opportunities to as possible, but he just ain't that guy, bruh. I'm sorry. Lamar better than him. Josh Allen better than him. Uh, Justin Herbert, the dude he played today, clearly was better than him. And that's what was so interesting to me in this game. This was a beautiful symphony, a beautiful painting of everything I've been saying about Baker Mayfield, bruh. Zach Wilson didn't need to rely on a running game. They could run the ball when they needed to, but Zach Wilson was beating the Browns defense with his arm. He was making throws. When the play broke down and he had to go off script, he made beautiful throw. He had to throw to Keenan Allen, bruh. It was a beautiful throw. It was a beautiful catch, bruh. That shit was nasty. He had one throw when they was down there close to the red zone where he zipped a pass into Keenan Allen, bruh. I'm talking about that bit was zipped in that thing. It would clean, my boy. It would clean. Justin Herbert is that fucking dude, bro. Like, I watched this whole game, bro. And I done watched a couple of the Chargers games now that I'm thinking about it. Bro, he was built to be playing in this SoFi Stadium, bro. And if it's going to be a quarterback that's going to be able to steal that spotlight from that overall Rams team and culture and feel, it's definitely going to be Justin Herbert. I can see him being good enough to get fans in the seats, bro, because Justin Herbert a different animal, bro. That motherfucker, along with his head coach, bro. Oh man, what's crazy is his coach is a defensive coach, and still making these key important plays on the offensive side of the ball, bro. Like, man, I love this Chargers team. Now the defense leaves a lot to be desired, but boy, do I love that motherfucking offense with that quarterback. You got Keenan Allen. Mike Williams had another big game. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. He put the ball on the ground once today, but Austin Eckler been having a great season. Like, this team, so listen, that Justin Herbert, obviously he got weapons. Like, the thing that I would say for the most of these young quarterbacks that come in and automatically go off the gate, I would prefer they come in with weapons like Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. Uh, what's some other young quarterbacks other young quarterbacks we done seen come in and have a ton around them already. Like not Patrick Mahomes when Carson Wentz first came into the Eagles. A lot of weapons on that Eagles team that still had a lot in the tank. Ertz, what's the big Alshon Jeffrey? Like, they had a lot on that team for him to work with. The Rams had a lot for Jared Goff to work with. Jared Goff just isn't that guy. He made you think he was though. He made you look. Not me. I kept watching the games. I could tell that it was more Sean McVay than it was Jared Goff. Because when you see quarterbacks have to go off script, bro, you gotta see what they mindset and what they thinking and what they do in those moments, bro. And I'm gonna tell you what's funny to get away from the LA game real fast. I always said that one day Patrick Mahomes would eventually be punished for some of these dumbass, ditz ass throws he do. The no looks all the time. And if you watch Patrick Mahomes play this year, he done been punished a lot for those careless throws that he liked to make. The shit that made him famous and that made us love him so, would have made y'all motherfuckers love him so much. The fact that he could just be so blatantly disrespectful and at the basics and the fundamentals and get away with it. He being punished for it this year, man. I'm telling you, you have to eventually become You gotta eventually reel it in, man. You can't be Superman every fucking play. Pat got away with it for a while, but ever since that Super Bowl, man, they listen. They gonna win games. They got a lot of talent. But man, I'm telling you, teams playing them a lot different. I think a lot of teams just tired of hearing Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey talk. To be honest with you, like I really, cause I done heard from a lot of people who I fuck with who watch football and shit, and they got different teams. They fans of different teams and shit. And the biggest thing that I'm hearing is not that they tired of seeing them boys like win, cause I do have homies who actually was rooting for the Patriots to beat them motherfuckers, who don't even like Brady, who became Brady fans once they beat him, just like me. But from what I'm being told is more so people tired of hearing Tyreek Hill and dudes on that team talk like they would be doing this if they didn't have Patrick Mahomes. I even heard people say that they don't like Patrick Mahomes because they don't think he would be this good without those dudes. But nah, I think Patrick Mahomes is good. I just think Patrick Mahomes is now being punished for his carelessness and his blatant disrespect for the fundamentals and reeling it in sometimes. Like, hey, it happens. But back to this game, this Chargers Browns game. Justin Herbert was able to make big throws. He was able to get out of the pocket and escape. Now, to Baker's credit, and I don't like crediting Baker, Baker escaped this one sack. I don't know how the fuck he did it. He did a spin and all that shit. It was so funny because, bro, I saw this video of Baker last week where this motherfucker tried to high step. On me, that's the funniest shit you'll see in your life, bro. You gotta go watch that broke ass high step, bro. You gotta go watch this motherfucker try that broke ass high step. That shit had me in tears, young. But because of Kevin Stefanski, it's funny. Baker Mayfield would have been able to get away with not being that dude this game if Kevin Stefanski had just stuck to the game plan and kept running the ball. But he kept giving Justin Herbert and them boys a chance to come. And to Brandon Staley's credit, going for it on fourth down, he was giving his team extra possessions every time they completed it. That's an extra possession. And you don't get them running backs the ball back because he knows if I get his team the ball back and they finally do what they supposed to do, we ain't probably gonna get this shit back with time, enough time to win this game. So to Brandon Staley's credit, that was just fucking smart. I don't even think it was him just saying fuck it, we going for it every fourth. I think that was him really strategically saying if we pick this up on based on where we at in the field, if we don't pick this up and we punt it back, we got to deal with. We could end up having 5 minutes chewed off of this clock with those running backs. If we go for it and get it though, we continue to move this ball down the field and we not afraid of what Baker can do, more so what those running backs can do. And it was credit because once it was time for Baker to make those throws, he couldn't do it. I done seen people on the internet say they had one of the ugliest last game-winning drives they ever seen. I agree, cause Baker Mayfield don't look good when he trying to throw that thing down the field. Anytime Baker look like he dropping back, scanning, doing that little dumbass looking bop he like to do while he trying to scan, I already know bad shit gonna happen, man. Y'all think I be hating it? Really, I just be watching that motherfucker play, bro. Baker Mayfield's not a good quarterback, bro. He's average at best. And that's on his best days. He like to fool y'all with all these play calls that Kevin Stefanski draw up with motherfuckers be wide open to make a lot of dudes miss. Like a big part of the yards he got today, he had a pass to Njoku across the middle, right? Now Njoku took this bitch 70 yards for a touchdown. But I want you to go watch that play and look at what number 24 do. Because if you see what number 24 do, you'll understand very quickly why that play happened. This motherfucker 24 legit pushed another grown man in a football game instead of trying to tackle this man or wrap him up or form tackle him. Like, I don't know what they teaching motherfuckers in football, but boy, motherfuckers sure do get away with a lot of this atrocious tackling and shit. This dude 24 pushed him and nobody else was there, and the dude Njoku just. If you don't know Njoku, he got receiver type speed. That motherfucker tight end with receiver speed. So it was a house call. But that shit wasn't nothing Baker did. It was a simple pass that Baker can make an easy little short pass. That was probably about 15, 10 yards. and Njoku did the rest of it. But Njoku, I can't even just credit Njoku because for one, like I said, I expect Njoku to be able to have a house call like that because he fast. He not just a regular tight end speed. But bruh, you got a bozo in 24 just pushing a motherfucker. That should happen when you got dudes who can't tackle. I mean, it looked like he went to the school of Patrick Queen, bro. But I was never worried at this game when it was going back and forth in the end. Because once I realized that Cleveland's defense didn't have it today, like they could no longer carry Baker Mayfield in this bad play calling from Kevin Stefanski, because he about to take some blame. Once they realized they couldn't do that, once I realized that the defense just couldn't do it no more, I said, yeah, this is about to be a game that come down to which quarterback can win it. And Justin Herbert came through slinging. Now, some people going to say, oh, well, he got Keenan Allen and he got all these weapons. It don't matter. It's what you do with him, bro. Obviously, you see Baker can't do shit with Odell Beckham, bro. Austin Hooper. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Justin Herbert, if you look at him, he clearly like a quarterback that's not going script by script, bro. He look like he a dude who handling business out there. I fuck with Justin Herbert heavy, bro. That motherfucker was out there slanging that thing today. The fourth quarter was exciting, bro. But this shit, to me, this game was, it was more validation for what I've been saying about Baker Mayfield, bro. He's not that guy. If Cleveland want to take that next step, they going to go out and get another quarterback. But I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to pay Baker Mayfield, bro. And this shit going to keep happening because he ain't that guy. Justin Herbert been in the league for 2 years and already better than Baker Mayfield, bro. Baker Mayfield, what development has he even shown you? I saw somebody say the other day this motherfucker specializes in accuracy. How? He inaccurate. What the fuck are you talking about? So, they're going to keep capping for Baker Mayfield, but Baker was a big reason they lost this game. First, it was Stefanski with the stupid-ass play calling to expose Baker Mayfield to where he would have to end up using his arm to win the game. And then Baker Mayfield, because he just ain't that guy who can go win you a game with his arm. If you watch that game, you saw the difference between him and Justin Herbert. If you see the games with Lamar, you see the difference between him and Baker. You see the difference between Baker and Mahomes and Baker and all these other great quarterbacks, bro. Baker's not that guy. Y'all can keep fooling yourselves and making yourselves believe he is, but he just gonna keep proving y'all that he not. I don't have to cap. I don't gotta hate, man. This game was there to be won, and he couldn't do it with his arm, man. And I ain't just talking about the last drive either. For one, the last drive they started off by dinking and dunking it everywhere because that's Baker's limitations, bro. I told you, the dude is miss check down and miss handoff, bro. That's what Baker Mayfield specializes in, handing the fucking ball off to Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, bro. That's it. I saw Twitter post a picture of them motherfuckers, like, what an epic showdown, and they had Baker Mayfield and Herbert. And I'm like, Herbert should be right there, yeah. But if y'all gonna put somebody on the Browns team right there, it should be Chubb or Hunt. Don't let them fake fraudulent yards that Baker got fool you. But that was the week 5 matchups in the NFL, man. I appreciate you for joining me, sticking with me this long. If you made it to this part of the video, I appreciate you so very much, man. If you like the video, how about you just like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Help me out, man. I'm going to be back later this week with some wrestling content and with some more football content. I'm going to obviously be back with the Baltimore Ravens content and my predictions for that game against the Indianapolis Colts. Peyton ain't over there no more. Andrew Luck ain't over there no more. But like I said, I appreciate you for joining me, man. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night, whichever part of the day you is in when you watching this video. And be nice to people, man. Tell somebody you love them, man. Tell somebody they look nice. That shit gonna make their day. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Every time I see a pretty girl, bro, and she smile at me, day made, bro. That's all it takes for me, man. I'm a very simple individual, bro. It's a very simple cat, man. So go tell somebody that. Watch how you change their whole day. You just go up to a sneakerhead and tell that motherfucker, yo, I fuck with them kicks. You don't even gotta fuck with them, bro. They gonna dig that shit. You gonna be their best friend for the next 10, 15 seconds, bro. I promise you, bro. But yo, I appreciate you, man. Saint is out.
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know there's these 2 words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps cause they know.